Hey guys, welcome to the Onside Kick. Ricky Whitmer here along with Dave Oster. This little kind of update of the vlog, we're going to be previewing the Western Conference Finals. You have two teams that combined, the Thunder and the Spurs. Throughout the first two series, one game lost between them both. Yeah. And that was the Thunder and the Lakers.
Yeah.
So both of these teams, same thing that we kind of mentioned when we did the semifinals, was rest.
Yes.
Both of these teams coming into the finals, rest is going to be key, and this time they're playing each other.
Yeah, and like you said, both teams extremely hot. The Spurs even went into the postseason on a winning streak, so they haven't lost a game in quite some time.
See, and I'll say that about the Spurs, I was kind of a little skeptic at first.
They're the second best record in the NBA.
Yeah, but not yesterday, but last year, best record in the West. What do? They lose to the Grizzlies.
Injuries. They had an injury last year. This year, they're all healthy at the right time.
But I'm just saying, going in, I was a little skeptical of the Spurs, and now I'm starting to think that, honestly, in this series, you've got, on the Thunder, Westbrook is finally playing what I think he's finally become a basketball player.
An all-around player, is what you mean.
Not just skill, but I think his maturity is finally there. Yeah. He wanted to be, it seemed like in years past, he wanted to be like the #1 guy on the team.
Yeah.
He wanted to be the face of the Thunder.
Yeah, I think he's more accepted the role of, Durant and me right there, 1-2.
Teammates. Yep. And I think that now that you have James Harden in that, you kind of have a three-man force, and then in the paint you have Serge Ibaka. But in the Spurs, you still have got Tony, Mano. You fucking have the big fundamental.
The big fundamental.
Mr. Duncan.
Yeah, and their bench is so deep. Steven Jackson.
Splitter.
Danny Green. Tiago Splitter.
My favorite name on the Spurs, Tiago Splitter. Just that first name, Tiago.
Bonner.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah,
I mean, feel, like, to me, though,
the Spurs are just too deep of a team.
I just think this series is going to be, it's going to be like, sit back, this is good basketball.
I think we can both agree here, the championship, we expect this coming out of the West.
Teams.
Yeah.
It will be.
It just seems like they outclass the East so much.
Well, it's not...
Every category, can you name something that the East can do better in?
Well,
out of the remaining 4 teams.
I think we can both agree, like we did in the last video, that the Heat are going to come out of the East.
Probably, yeah.
Scoring. Maybe the Heat can outscore these teams.
No.
One night. I'm just giving them one night of outscoring. Rebounding. No.
Not a chance.
Assisting.
No.
No, because the only assists are going from LeBron and Wade to Bosh.
They're going just back and forth.
I just feel that, with me, my prediction for this series, I think we can both agree it's going to 7.
Yes, it will be an extremely close series, one way or the other.
I'm going to quote Mr. Garth Brooks. I'm going to say the Thunder roll. The Thunder will roll and the Lightning will strike.
They have been rolling. I'm going to go the other way. I think the Spurs are just too deep.
You riding Coach Popovich?
Best coach in the NBA. I mean, best coach, deep team, and for once.
Arguably the best coach.
Arguably, okay.
Because you could put Coach Thibs up there, too.
You could put Doc up there, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the elite class, okay? Mm-hmm. And the one thing I look at matchup-wise in this series, what's going to come down to, is Westbrook on Tony Parker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one thing with Westbrook, and I kind of feel like his maturity needs to stay what it is, but more importantly, Harden. He disappeared against the fucking Lakers.
He had to guard Kobe,
well,
and that drained him. That drained him.
Exactly.
When he had Kobe guarding you and him on Kobe.
Tell me one person on the Spurs. It was a clear fact. One person on the Spurs can do the same thing Kobe does.
Nobody plays his level. Okay, I'll admit that, but Kobe is a different person.
But Tony Parker will be the one driving to the basket, and that will be a harder challenge for Westbrook, who in the last series had to guard Blake and Sessions.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He didn't have to face a point guard yet.
He had to face a Blake where he's kind of me, where I'm going to sit out and take a 3.
Yeah, and I mean, yes, he did win a game for the Lakers, like entirely was on him. But no, I mean, this will be the first real challenge for Westbrook in the playoffs, going up against a good point guard. We'll see him have to play both sides of the ball. But I think the depth of the Spurs here is just going to kill him. Yeah, we watched We watched them beat down
but
the Clippers
but
with
the
their
Clippers,
third string.
I tried to tell, and this is the reason why, for everyone out there who was like, Ricky, really? Spurs in 4? The Clippers are just CP3 and Blake Griffin.
And
Blake
throwing
Griffin
lobs, yeah.
is, I'm sorry, for all Blake Griffin fans out there, Dave's going to agree with me.
Soft.
He's a softie.
Soft.
Larry Bird wasn't talking about the Pacers. He was talking about Blake Griffin.
Yeah, the Clippers just weren't much of a matchup for them. As you saw, the depth when the Spurs' third stringers came in and held the lead against the Clippers in this last series. But I just really think, and we saw Danny Green emerge a little bit. He's been playing really good off the bench, and Kawhi Leonard really good off the bench. So I just see this depth, starting lineups. Okay, in order to keep up in scoring, I see them having to bring in Harden earlier and having to keep all three of them on the court, and that means a huge drop off when they sit somebody down.
Yeah,
and the Spurs can keep trucking.
To me, it's just going to be the Thunder. Their key is keeping the pedal to the metal.
Exactly.
Keep the pressure on the Spurs and let the Spurs age show.
Yeah, but the thing is, regular season matchups, Spurs won 2 out of 3. And
okay,
I know regular season
playoffs are a little different.
But
the adrenaline's flowing.
Also, the Thunder are known for turnovers.
Yeah.
And they've been cleaned up a little bit in these playoffs, but you gotta think that the Spurs are definitely gonna be looking towards that. Tony Parker, Manu, quick hands, come on.
Don't forget to tell us what you guys think. Do you guys think the Spurs are going to win? Thunder are going to win? Who do you think is going to be a key player in this series? Tell us down below. And like I always say at the end of our videos, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/TheOnsideKick.